Hey designers, how's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic evening or morning so far. Welcome to this live chat on YouTube. I'm used to going live on Instagram, but I don't usually do that on YouTube. By the way, I need to change the date behind me because that's not today's date. Today is Friday, 14th of January. And I just wanted to come by, say hi. Also, I wanted to kind of take your questions. If you have any kind of interior design questions, I frequently do that on Instagram. So I go live and answer any kind of questions that you have about interior design, even like personal questions, but up to a certain level. So yeah, right now I'm just like waiting for you to ask away. And meanwhile, let's like talk a little bit about like how life have been. As an interior designer, I've been doing a lot of different courses at this point, so I kind of strayed away from interior design, but I still have the experience and I still plan to go back not frequently, but like eventually I'll have to go back to interior design, and because I love it and I enjoy it. But right now I'm focusing on the direction of kind of serving other interior designers because I love doing that. I love to talk to other designers, and that community just makes me so happy. So if you want to ask any kind of questions and something that can help you, let me know in the comments. And if you're watching, I see the 7 of you watching now, so go ahead and tell me where you're watching from, because this is always interesting to me, and that's why I speak English mainly, because I like to know different designers from all over the world. Although interior design is something that's very market specific when it comes like to targeting your audience and all of that, I think we all, as interior designers, we share a lot of like common themes, let's say, a lot of common struggles, and a lot of like questions. They're always similar to each other, which is very interesting to me. So yeah, I'm just waiting for you guys to drop a question. Also, let me know have if you have any kind of like requests for me, because I know that I have been like away from YouTube for a while, but I plan to come back inshallah on February. So let me know, what is your salary approximately? Is that what you're asking? What's my salary? I don't have a salary. I work for myself, but when I started it was 8,500 dirhams. That was my first salary. I don't know how many dollars is that, but you can convert it. So UAE dirhams to dollars. And it was like, low for what I did. So I'm being open with you, but right now it's a whole different ball game, and yeah, it's different earnings, different income streams. So I don't have like one source. So I can't tell you exactly what my salary is. Hello, I'm an architect from Pakistan. Well, hello, hi. How are you doing? I love Pakistan, by the way. It's such a pretty country. Underrated. Mom, I'm your biggest fan. Thank you so much. You're from India. I love India. Mom, can you please tell me, stop calling me mom, just my name is Asil. Can you please tell me how to start studying for interior design? I'm a complete beginner. I just completed my 12th. Oh, that's incredible. Congratulations. So you would like to study interior design like officially in a university, or would you like to study it by yourself? So that's like two different ways. I had the Professor Tahir, which is like the previous talk, and we talked a lot about like education. And because he is an educator himself, he's the head of the Department of Interior Design here. So he actually spoke a little bit about that and said that for university experience, it gives you keys to doors, and which door you pick and how you decide to go about it is up to you. When it comes to studying interior design on your own, you need to create kind of a curriculum, or you need to kind of follow some sort of a curriculum to understand what you need to learn. For example, if I was to learn interior design by myself, by the way, I am not self-taught interior designer. I went to college for it, and yeah, I went to university. I had a degree in interior design. But when it comes to self-learning, if I was to do it, what I would do, first of all, I would go for space planning. I would understand space planning. I would understand like the psychology of spaces. This is very important. I would try to get a software, learn 3D software to express my ideas. I would learn some sort of a sketching or a way to express yourself. So if you're starting from zero and you're self-learning interior design, please like feel free to watch one of my videos. It's all about self-learning, but feel free to create like a steps for yourself, and you can easily find out how you what you need. If you want me to create a video about it, also let me know in the comments down below. So I hope this answered your question, and congratulations on your graduation. Any possibilities for job in interior designer? Yeah, well, there is definitely jobs for interior designers, and even if there isn't, you can create your own path and you can create your own job. Hello, interior design. Which softwares do you use? Well, I'm right now I'm making a lot of courses for different softwares that I use, but I use AutoCAD obviously for the drawing plans and for detailing things like that, and I delegate a lot of that. So I'm capable of using AutoCAD, but I mainly use SketchUp for 3D, and then I use Lumion for rendering, and then after that I use Photoshop a lot. And for presentations, I go for PowerPoint. So I kind of have a process, and I'm very, very happy with the current pace that I have with like different softwares. So I hope that answered your question. Let me know as well if you have any kind of other questions, but that's basically that. I will just kind of see what's happening. Love all your videos and your work. You're extremely talented, and it's so nice to see how passionate you are. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. I really, really appreciate your kindness. I appreciate people like you, and it means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. Do you use any rendering plugin? V-Ray, Corona? Nah, I use Lumion. I am a big fan of Lumion. I work on Mac. I have an iMac and I have a MacBook, but I still like use my husband's laptop for rendering, which is Lumion, and I love Lumion. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your support. Thank you. I had already watched all your videos. Oh my God, thank you so much. Please make a video for learning basics for beginners. Okay, what kind of videos do you want to see actually? Like, let me elaborate on this particular part. Like, what is it that you want to see so I can actually create it? Because I'm kind of creating the schedule for February, so I decided to come here and ask you myself. I need some advice on drawing perspective. Okay, look, drawing perspective has a learning curve to it, so I don't want you to get intimidated. The first advice I would give you is not technical at all. It's about mindset. So the mindset of when you hold the blank paper and you start drawing, what I want you to do is imagine the ugliest thing that you can create and create it. Do not worry about how it's going to look. Perfectionism is not as good as you think it is. It's actually very harmful for you as self-learning interior designer, or if you are just learning anything. Instead, what you want to aim for is aim for the worst drawing you can ever have. Okay. And then second of all, I suggest that you go on YouTube and watch for like the one vanishing point tutorials, one vanishing point perspective. Start from there, and I'll make a tutorial myself. I have a video about sketching. Feel free to watch it. But if you want like to watch other people as well, I really recommend it, because there's a lot of talented people all over the world teaching these kind of specific skills. I'm sorry, my ring went into the table. It created a very loud noise. Hello, Asil. I'm about to graduate from interior design, and I wanted advice on how to start my career. Congratulations, Nada. Thank you so much for asking the question. So if you are just graduating interior design, what I would advise you is to create a really, 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 really good portfolio of the stuff that you worked on back in university. Or if you've worked like for somebody, if you interned, because a part of my university experience I had to intern, so that was all work that I could use in my portfolio. If you're not happy with any of your work, go ahead and start a project from A to Z. Make sure to do the rendering, make sure to detail, take a corner in your house, make it perfect, take pictures of it, professional pictures, and then make a CV that's proper, like a proper CV. Watch how you can do it, learn about how to create the right resume or the right CV for you. And then what you want to do is actually create something for the other company that you want to get hired in, rather than speak about yourself. So I see a lot of CVs. I get a lot of CVs on my email, and by the way, I'm not hiring anyone right now, but naturally people like, oh, okay, she works in interior design, I want a job. So whenever I get a CV, I get interested. So I open the CV, and the amount of people that just focus on like their own achievements is just too much. Instead, what you want to do is see how you can save that company that you're targeting time and money. So how can you communicate that you want to help them? How is your, cultures, mesh together, the culture of the company and your own culture. And by the way, I'm uploading an interview with Maria, she is the regional manager for IKEA in the Middle East, for most of the IKEA branches in the Middle East. And she talked a lot about, like, when do they accept a resume? They accept it when you are aligning with their own environment. You know what I'm saying? So make it about the other person or the other company. Do not make it about you. This is a general advice in life. Serve other people, or ask how you can serve them. Is studying interior design stressful? Yes, absolutely, no doubt. We had to pull all-nighters all the time, and these were the best days of my life. I'm just hands down pulling off all-nighters when you're working on something you love. So if you love interior design, it's not as stressful as it can be. Instead, it can be something that you remember with a smile on your face, just like what's happening to me right now. Is sketching actually an important part of an interior designer? Because the place where I am interning right now, people barely sketch. Okay, they mainly use SketchUp to create rough views directly. Okay, so here's the thing. Sketching is a way of communicating, and it's something that is much more easy for your brain. When you hold a pen and a paper and sketch, I promise you'll get better ideas. There's a lot of studies about this. You can go ahead and read some on Google, like how sketching is completely, opens up a complete other part of your brain, because the way the connection of neurons between your hands and your brain. So when you're sketching, you are more capable of, creating better work and more creative ideas. And also the experience itself, because it's manual, it feels really genuine. So look, even if other people don't sketch and you have an interest in sketching, you can sketch. You don't have to, but you can sketch. Now, if you want to just create like something to visualize or communicate, 3D softwares like SketchUp are perfectly, capable of doing anything. But again, I do suggest that you do like, sketch, even like ugly sketches, just to release the ideas out of your brain and onto a paper, like into a physical form. But no, it's not important to learn sketching. So videos related to do sketching on paper, how to learn space planning. Okay, I have video about that. And like I have, okay, also related to color palettes, I have one already, but I can elaborate. You really make amazing videos. Thank you so much for the help of your videos. I'm learning a lot. Thank you. I appreciate you, Yashi. This is such a good compliment to me, so I really appreciate it. I'm 15 years old. Oh, wow. And I need better books that make me get an idea about it. And I need to choose a career in college. Do you recommend interior design? It's Tara. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. But wow, you're 15 years old and you're, passionate about your career. Like when I was 15, I wasn't doing anything important in my life at all. So first of all, congratulations on the mindset that you have. And I really, really hope that you get an amazing career ahead of you. So books to get about interior design. Simply what you can do is instead of like reading books, go ahead and watch things that are shows like Studio Maggie on Netflix. That's a good one. They had created the series about interior design, but by the way, they polish it a lot, so they don't show you the ugly parts of interior design. There's a lot of stressful things, and in any career that you're going to choose, there's a lot of stress. So you're kind of choosing your poison. Like, how exactly do you want to spend your time, not waste it, but spend it? How do you want to spend your time, and how do you want to live your life? So focus on what kind of lifestyle you want to create. And interior design is not easy, by the way, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you know how to do it correctly, and it's worth it if you're passionate about it. But I wish you the best of luck and good job. You're ahead of everyone else. I'm currently a second year student. That's amazing. And we'll be learning 3D Max in February. Is there anything I need to know before I start the software? So here's the thing. I learned 3D Max in university. It was an entire course and I didn't like it, okay? But that's my own experience. It may be not yours, okay? So what I want you to do is actually focus on seeing how you can, utilize 3D Max, because by the end of the day, it's a course that you need to pass, you need grades. But if you don't enjoy it, that's fine. There are other softwares like SketchUp that you can render on and do sketching on, like not sketching, like 3D visualizing. So don't limit yourself to 3D Max, but focus on it in university and try to see the best in it, instead of like being like me, I didn't like it at all. How to start your freelance interior design journey when you can't afford going back to school and you want to change your career. I'm sorry to have, like, for you to have this experience. I know that it can be tough switching between majors, and I know that school can be incredibly expensive. So I get where you're coming from. So my advice for you is, first of all, like, start following many designers and take a look at what they're doing and see how you can align what you're doing with theirs. Like, especially smaller designers, you can see there's a lot of designers that share their process. So when you see the process, you will learn a lot from them. And also start like self-educating with books. And I have a video about books on this YouTube channel. And also, if you want to really, really like immerse yourself into your design, start by your house. Like, how can you improve your house? You don't have to actually go ahead and buy anything, but instead what you want to do is see how you can utilize every space to serve you, and by that you'll have like something to share as your portfolio. Okay, so there's always ways to improve it, and there's always like projects that you can take, your own project, create your own, and then they called faux projects, but still they're valid because you're creating the entire process properly. Hello, ma'am. I just completed my bachelor's in interior design from India, and I want to study my master's. So can you just suggest me which country is best to study interior designing with good work opportunity? I didn't study. Thank you so much for letting me know. Congratulations on completing your bachelor's degree. For what master's program you should take, I have no idea. I can't tell you that because I didn't take my master's, and I'm not planning to anytime soon. If I get an opportunity like in the future, then of course like I'll try to. But for now, I haven't really researched it, so I really don't know. I'm really sorry, but you can definitely use Google. I think Italy has a lot of different universities. So if you want to check, like you want to focus your search, Italy is a good place to start. It's a really great home for interior designers. The unwashed rice in Mr. Stomach. I like your username. Hi, I plan to switch to this ID field. Only have knowledge by looking up various courses on Skillshare. Plan on dipping my feet into the workforce before committing to university. Any advice to start a portfolio? Well, the main thing you need projects to start a portfolio. So create your own projects. Go grab a floor plan from Google. You can find like a lot of different floor plans and see how you can, like, with the Skillshare courses and with other courses. You can also hire me as a course as well. You can hire me as a coach as well, like one-on-one if you want to, and then I can set up a program for you, because like I have this kind of programs, coaching programs, one-on-one that I tailor make for each designer. So if you want, you can utilize that, but you can always create full projects. You don't need to actually have a client to create a project, but you will learn how to deal with clients over the years. How to start a freelance and what do you have to know before starting? I think I already answered this question, so maybe you can like go back and rewind the video. I'll leave it online. What is the difference between SketchUp and 3D Max? SketchUp is a lot more user-friendly. I love the SketchUp warehouse because SketchUp warehouse, it has 3D models that was created by other people. They uploaded it and they created like a public source. And for me, this is exactly what I want. Like, I want to be able to download different models, and it's a lot easier to deal with than 3D Max. And also, it doesn't take much computer power. 3D Max is a lot heavier on many computers. So that's what I prefer. And okay, what is the difference between interior architect? Hi back, Seema. Hi back. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. What's the difference between an interior architect and interior designer? Okay, so that is a question I get all the time. Maybe I should make a video about it. But when it comes to interior architects, they are basically focused on the architectural part of a room, like of a design, they are capable of actually designing the architecture of a house or building or something like that, because they had more courses in architecture than a regular interior designer. I have studied interior design, and my husband is an architect, so I can see the overlaps. There's a lot of overlaps, but that means that like you dip your toes more into the architectural world, into the architecture world, and like the construction, and you learn a little bit more about like how spaces are built. Versus interior designers, we still are involved in MEP, and we still are involved in like electrical and different type of structure, but we are more focused on the internal part of a building. So I hope this answered your question. Yeah, and there's also like the other level, which is interior decorator. Interior decorator is mainly is they don't have to do like MEP plans. They don't have to do electrical plans, ceiling plans. They just are focused on how to create like collages together. So when you see somebody creating them, that's an interior decorator. And I wish I studied decoration because I enjoy it more than I enjoy interior designing. But by the end of the day, like it's fine. Like you can do whatever you want, even if you graduated as an interior architect. In the next 2 to 3 years, I want to do interior design architect jobs full time instead of part time, and continue to find new clients. Do you have any advice on how to balance work and family? I mean, first of all, Sarah, honestly, best of luck, and I wish you all the best. I know that shifting your schedule can be quite difficult, and like and to understand how you can balance. And I'm glad you asked this question. So currently, I'm really out of balance because I've taken like way more than I can physically handle. Literally, like I have so many courses right now, live courses. So it kind of took a toll on me. But when it comes to balance, I say like set days off. Like for example, tomorrow is my day off. I have a course tomorrow, but tomorrow is my day off. Other than that course, I am not going to lift a finger and do any kind of work. I mean, I still do that whenever like I am behind something, but when you have a day off, you can completely relax and be guilt free. And if you want to really like balance things out, create like a time where you sign off. So this is the time for my family. This is the time for my husband. There's no way anybody can take over that time. Do you know what I mean? And say no to things that are, more than you can handle, and learn what are your limits, stick to them. Okay. Uh, hey, good to be here. Hi, Andrew. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being around as well. Hi, are you planning to take interns to assist you? I don't know. Maybe I should. I'm actually under a lot of pressure, so I will let you know, but currently, no. How to be better at specifying materials. Okay, this is all it takes is actually getting into the market and starting, first of all, you can start with a job like with somebody who already knows about the market, and they can help you with understanding what kind of materials there is and how to specify everything. I personally think that for each project, I learned about a material, and I learned like what are the pros and cons and how to fix this material and how to fix that material. But specifying materials is just, it's simply what you need is, while you're creating your project, go to Google and search for that material. So you'll find a lot of suppliers. For example, there's Gyprock for gypsum walls and dry walls, things like that. So if you download their catalogs, you're going to find a lot of their specifications, how to fix it, and what are the sizes. So this is how you learn. And the more you repeat these kind of materials, the more you understand how they're fixed in the future. So you kind of create a database, but also you can create an actual database on like Notion or on like PowerPoint or as a Word file, just to keep everything in one place, if that makes any sense. But I wish you the best of luck. By the way, it's kind of cold because I have the AC on. Does company actually bias to whether you have a diploma, degree, or master's, or are they focused more on your portfolio and CV? I'm a diploma graduate in a year, and I am conflicted whether to continue on a degree. Actually, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I had a meeting with one of like the biggest companies. Like she's a manager. Her name is Maria. You can check out. Oh my God, sorry. You can check out the whole interview on my Instagram account. And since she's a manager, a regional manager in the IKEA system, which is one of the biggest companies in furniture, it's a lead furniture company, I am telling you, they don't care about the degree. What they care about is how much work you have and how much passion and drive you have. But it also depends on the company you're applying for. So for example, for IKEA, it's a retail job. But if you're going to apply to Perkins and Roll, which is like one of the lead companies in interior design, they're going to ask you to learn like specific software, just like Revit. And also, it all depends on the requirements. Go to LinkedIn and check what kind of companies they're hiring and what are their specifications. You'll find what they need, what are their requirements for you to apply. But most companies are not biased. They only want to see your work, and sometimes they even are biased to people who self-learn interior design because they're more passionate. What else? So, is it possible for me to get an interior design job in Dubai? I've been practicing here in Uganda for the last 4 years. Yes, you can go to LinkedIn and apply to different jobs, but again, make your CV like amazing. But it was easier to get a job in Dubai outside of, when if you're outside of the country before the COVID thing hit. But now it's a little harder. That's what also Maria said as well. So I'm kind of quoting her here. What practices that can make beginners good in interior design? Sorry for my English. I'm from Indonesia, by the way. I love Indonesia. They told me it's one of the best countries to travel, so I wish to travel someday. So your English is not bad at all. Stop apologizing for that. If it's your second language, it's my second language too, but like I prefer to talk in it because it's like a lot more people. But let's stop apologizing about it, because if any English speaking person was to speak our languages, they will always like have a little bit of an accent, so it's fine. Okay, so for the practices, I say what you need to do is actually always keep up to trends. Always have something that you're working on. Do not lose that muscle. The creative muscle is basically means that you kind of develop those kind of skills like space planning. Take a plan online and create a character that is like the client or your ideal client and start sketching inside of it. If you're obsessed with a TV show, happens a lot, by the way. I get obsessed about things all the time. So if I'm obsessed with a TV show and this character is like really standing out to me, I will definitely create like a house for it, because I was obsessed with Twilight, okay? And that was one of my projects in university. And this is how you keep designing, and you'll build a portfolio out of it. So it's a win-win situation. You're obsessed, you need to get that obsession out of your head. And also you create something for your future. So it's a good way to utilize an obsession. How to be more creative? Practice every day. Whatever you like to do, practice every day. Creativity is just a muscle, and sometimes it's blocked. Okay, so sometimes you lose like your creativity for a little bit, and that's okay. That means you have a creative block and everybody gets it. And when you get it, just let it be. Okay. Otherwise, how to be creative? Just like keep on like brainstorming ideas and see how you can see things from a different perspective, how you can solve a problem in a different way. That's what creativity is, and that's what interior design is: solving problems for spaces and for people. Ma'am, I'm desperately waiting for your Q&A session. Thank you very much. Please tell me, do you run online classes? Yes, I do run online classes. You can find them all on my website, www.asilsketchbook.com, the same username that I have. And you'll find all of the live classes that I have currently. And also, like, I'll start more into like classes that are directed towards people who are self-learning interior design, because then I can like create plans and like go through the process one by one. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for asking. You're so sweet. Anaya, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Okay. How to be confident as an intern, even though seniors call you dumb? Oof. What kind of senior calls you dumb? They're actually just saying whatever they are like. Okay. People, when people bully you or say something bad about you, it's about them. It's never about you. Okay. So basically, it's anything people call you with, they're actually reflecting themselves onto you, like they're projecting their own insecurities. So don't listen to anybody. Instead, if you want to be confident, you don't have to pretend, okay? But what you can do is actually go ahead and prove yourself to yourself and not to anyone else. Confidence starts from you being in love with yourself, like understanding who you are, understanding what your powers are, and what are your strengths, and being proud of them. That's what confident is. You're not afraid of being yourself. So when somebody calls you dumb, just like, okay, that's what you think. Then like in your head immediately, just let them know in your head, that okay, then I'm sorry that you feel this way, because you're actually that, but you don't have to say it out loud. But you can use I'm sorry you feel this way. um when I was confused about how to start learning interior design, I found your channel, and now I felt that I should have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, Yashi. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Hong. Thank you. I appreciate that I got your question correctly. I really want to go into interior design. Yes, you can. Let's go. But I'm not sure about job opportunities. Well, there's a lot of job opportunities everywhere. Do not listen to people who tell you, "Oh my god, like the economy." No, shh. Don't listen to these people. Instead, what you want to do is like develop the skills that and create something that people will want you to be hired for, and that is your own brand, personal brand, something you're specialized in, which is the very, very, very trick of working in a saturated market. Try to dive deep into a topic. So for example, be specialized in interior design, kitchen design, okay, for example, and make it even a specific style. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but I promise you that's how you stand out in a saturated market. So I'm just saying. I'm new fresher interior designer. That's so cool. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Your advice really helped me. May I get undergraduate majors in interior design this year? I wish you the best of luck. What is your advice for interior design students? Well, honestly, first of all, enjoy the time there, because this is one of the best times I've had, like as an interior design student. It was one of my best days, or one of my best time of my life, eras. So enjoy it and document your work. My goodness, document your work, document your life. Freaking hold the camera and snap a picture of everything that you're doing. And also, whenever you're working on a project, for if you're an interior design students, you can always create a sketchbook for that particular project. I promise you, it's going to make all the difference. So if you want to go ahead and do something, you can follow that advice. Otherwise, I have a video of my regrets as an interior design student, so you can watch it. This is also like filled with advice. Do not also neglect your family, obviously. What is the difference between interior architect and interior designing? I already answered this question earlier, but you can go ahead and rewatch the live session, because I've already spoke about it, and I don't want to repeat it, kind of. So you will get your answer. I think I'll put like timestamps or something onto this video so you can easily find the answer. Anyway, thank you so much, designers, for watching. I appreciate you. If you want to go ahead and like check out my website, so it's www.asilbysketchbook.com. You'll find like the live courses that I'm giving. Today's live course is going to start in an hour and 20 minutes, and it's all about like rendering from SketchUp to Lumion. It's going to be live. It's so much fun. So if you want to go ahead, feel free to register. And thank you. I think I'll have to sign off now so I can finish all of my work. And I'll keep answering. If you have any kind of questions, drop them down below in the comments on this video, and I'll answer them. I'll make them a priority. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Love you, designers.